Hello and welcome to my channel Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla and I would like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, so today I am here to talk about the hashtag winteryarnyyoutubehop, and this is a collaboration that was created by Kim from the Crafty Nomad, and it has been going on all year. Each season we come out with a project that we decided to work on that represents the season for us. So all of these hops have been very inspirational and very fun. So thank you again, Kim, for hosting this awesome collaboration. And I appreciate all of the inspiration that everybody has been putting into their projects.
Hello everybody, this is Art from Art Show and Tell, and today I am sharing with you my plans for my winter hop, and I'm trying to do a vlog style video. So today is August 27th, 2022, and this is hosted by Kim the Crafty Nomad. The hop, there was a spring hop, a summer hop, a fall hop, and finally a winter hop. And I started this too late for the fall hop, so this is going to be, by the time I make it, it will be around the time of the winter hop, so I can wear it, of course. I measured a shirt. I want it to fit me well, and so I grabbed out one of the shirts I had, and here are the measurements. And I am now, I started this already, but here is my swatch for my gauge. These are 5mm circular needles. This was, it was very nice making this, actually. I'm trying to make it bigger so I can get a better idea of what measurements I would need to actually make the sweater. I like this nice knitted side, and also I was taught how to purl and cast on. So it has been an amazing journey on how I decide, or how I made this. I learned how to knit. No, I already knew how to knit. I learned how to purl the right way, and I've also learned how to cast on, which is very easy. I also learned what is the purpose of stitch markers along the way. The stitch markers are letting you know when you should do things if you're on the Pacific side. So this is the right side. If I was knitting on the wrong side, which is the parts with the purl bumps, then you would SM slip stitch marker. And for this pattern anyway, you have to knit these 5, you have to SM, and then you have to purl. And then when you go to the green stitch marker, you knit the rest, and then you turn back to the right side and knit all 30, because that's how much I have on the needle now. And I also have another, oh sorry, the yarn is that I'm making this is Premier from Premier. I think they call it, oh, this is Deborah Norville Every Day. It's 100% anti-pilling acrylic, and they have it in different languages. It's called Gray Tone, and it is this really nice gray. It has light gray and dark gray, so it color changes. But then I have another yarn. I think it's, oh sorry, it is this yarn. It is a Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling, and this time it's called charcoal heather. And oh, sorry, I think both of these are a 4, which is a medium. And this one has some blacks and grays. I haven't made the gauge. No, not the gauge. I haven't made the swatch for this yet. I think I will show you again when I do. And that is everything I have for today. Please keep watching so you can see the rest of this vlog I'm trying to make. Bye, everybody. Alright, everybody, today is the day before the winter hop, and I want to let you know that I am participating, but I won't be able to finish on time. So what I have here is my back panel for my sweater, and I have my front panel over here. This is the progress I have done on my front panel for the knitted sweater I am going to be doing. And my mother said she will finish the sleeves for me, so all I need to do is the back panel, and then she would sew and do the sleeves. So I'm hoping to get this done by at least next year after winter break, but I'm not that sure because I have been a little busy. But I am glad to share this with you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Alright, so today I am here to talk about the project that I made, and no, it's not what I'm wearing, but it goes with what I'm wearing. So what I'm wearing is the Buffalo Plaids and Plaits hat and cowl set, and that is a brand new pattern out by Angie from Love and Every Stitch by RubyBaby. I will have her links of where you can purchase the pattern down below. You can purchase it on Etsy or Ravelry pages. And she also has a YouTube channel and is a part of the hop. So if you haven't been over there yet, when you finish this video, definitely go over and check it out. And while we're at it, how about you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe here if you haven't already. Okay, so I was very excited to participate in all of the hops, but especially the winter because I really like to wear my makes, and nothing is more cozy to wrap up than something that you have handcrafted for yourself, right? So I wanted to create something for the winter that I would be able to wear and use. And I also actually needed this particular item, so it was time for me to make a new one, and that is what I had on my mind to make for the winter hop. Alright, so I guess I'm not teasing anymore. It's actually the hop, so I can talk about it. I do want to share with you all what I made first, because I did start on it shortly after the fall hop ended, so I did technically had plenty of time to get this done, but I am really um, on the last minute here. So, but I did finally finish, thank goodness. Alright, so what I wanted to make was, it's called a rolled collar cardigan, and it is this right here. So I really like how that collar is rolled down, and this is also a knit project actually, and it's from this super old magazine called Women's Day 101 Sweaters You Can Knit and Crochet. There are crochet and knit patterns in here. There are so many that I actually like to make out of here, and that was one of them. I just thought the collar was really interesting, and I thought it would make a fabulous coat. So I was actually trying to make it into a coat, even though it's for a cardigan. And since this is an older magazine, it doesn't really have a good variety and range of sizes. And so because I wanted it to be a coat, I didn't want it to fit close. I wanted it to be a larger fit, and it didn't have a large enough size in the magazine. So I wanted to size up, but I didn't really take the time to do what is necessary to do that. I was just kind of starting to knit it up as I usually do with projects. And here is what I did so far on that. And so this would have been the back of it, and I kind of messed up. It goes from a stockinette down here to like a garter stitch up here, and what I did was I combined two yarns together to get the bulkier weight of the yarn that it called for, and I'm not for sure if it came out the right gauge or not, but I was having some issues and a few mistakes, and I just wasn't really confident in doing the shaping that would be necessary to make it into a coat on my own. So I did start, this little flap right here was going to be a double, so I was going to knit the whole thing again going down as to make it thick enough for a coat. And yeah, I just got there and I just decided to stop. And I was like, I'm going to find something else. I really liked it because it had I really liked the pattern because of the collar and the fact that it had pockets. And that is definitely something that I need in a coat. And I'll probably still make it one day, but I'll just follow the pattern because if there is a size in there that would fit me as a cardigan as opposed to a coat. So I might, I'm probably not going to keep this, but I might just re-knit it as according to the pattern. And the yarn that I was using for that was some yarn bead. It's called Stripe Hype, and it is 80% acrylic and 20% wool, number 4 worsted weight, 265 yards. So this color is blue gray, and this is white gray. So I had mixed those two together. But that was a lot of work, and I just kind of put that to the side. And I decided to find another coat pattern. So I had been looking at this coat. It was one of my options, and I was a little, it didn't really like jump out to me. It didn't have pockets, so I was like, oh, that's another thing I'm gonna have to figure out. So I was kind of like, but I kept coming back to it as I was searching for another coat pattern to do. So I decided to go ahead and make it, and that is called the. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, but I will put it up on the screen what it's called and a picture of it. So isn't it gorgeous? So I did end up making that, and I am very excited to finally have it finished. There are a few things that I did differently than the pattern, so I will go ahead and insert a video of me wearing it so that you guys can check it out, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit more about it. Alright everyone, so what do you think? I think it came out great. It feels very warm. I haven't worn it outside just yet, but it does definitely feel pretty warm so far, and I'm super excited about the changes that I made so that it will be more useful to me as I am wearing it. So the one of the things were buttons. It only had called for these 2 buttons at the top, and these are actually buttons that I made on my Prim it's not a knitting machine, but it is a I-cord maker. So it makes an I-cord, and these are little I-cord buttons that I made. I did a baby cardigan a while back, and it called for I-cord buttons, and so I didn't have any black buttons, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and make some. So these worked out pretty good. It just called for the 2 buttons on the top, and then the rest of the coat kind of would have been open, but that doesn't really work for me because a lot of air will be coming in, even though it's like overlapped a little bit. Like if the wind blows it, I know all the air is just gonna come in. So I wanted to go ahead and make buttons all the way down. So that is what I did. And also to make it warmer, I lined it so it doesn't really go with the outside of the coat, but you know I do like blue. And also I had gotten a fabric bundle of fleece years ago, and this was enough to do what I needed to do. So I went ahead and grabbed that, and I just when I was blocking it, what I did was I laid out each piece and blocked it. And once it was finished drying out, I didn't like wet block it completely. I just kind of like spritzed it and used some steam on it a little bit. And once it was dry from that, then I went ahead and laid it on the fabric and then cut around it like a pattern piece, like a sewing pattern piece. And then I just seamed the pieces together how they needed to go and tried to catch the lining fabric in there as well as I was seaming it. And whatever didn't get seamed in with the whatever fabric didn't get seamed in as I was closing up the seams, I went ahead and just kind of whip stitched it or basting stitched it closed, just a very simple loose stitch, nothing tight or extreme, with the strand of the yarn that I used. Oh, I don't think I talked about the yarn. So the yarn that I used was the Premier Nordica. And if you saw my teaser, I said mine wasn't coming out in that pattern. That's because I used 3 strands together. This is a 3-weight yarn, and I think the yarn that was used is more of a bulky yarn. So I decided to triple it up, and I just worked from 3 hanks, or 3, not hanks, but 3 skeins of yarn at a time. And this is in the color Harbor Gray. I think I used a total of I think I used a total of 10. It could be, I know I used 9, and then I used a little bit of, I'm not for sure. I think I used 10 of these and a little bit more, but I'm not for sure. And how many yards come in here? I know it's actually quite a bit. It's 546 yards that come in here. So I did use quite a bit of yarn, and it is like kind of heavy, but not too heavy. It is still light for what it is for a coat like this, but it is very nice. And it had the cabling detail on the cuff and along on this like collar as well. So there were a lot of nice features to it. And as you saw in the video, I did add pockets to the side seam. So as I was seaming it up on the side, I just left the opening and I attached the pocket just by basting it to the side of the seam and then to the other side of the seam, and then I joined the seam together to go down on the bottom. So that's just how I put the pocket in, and it's just the lining fabric. It's not anything knitted in there, so I didn't have to knit the pocket, so that was great. But and that is the cabling down the front. So it was just meant to see the cabling down the front and not necessarily buttons, because it is a my camera. There you go. Because it is a very beautiful thick cable. So that is my coat for my winter hop project that I made. I'm very happy with the results, and I'm very excited that I get to wear the whole complete set for my winter outerwear this season. So hopefully that was inspirational to you, but don't go anywhere just yet, because because my yarny bestie Katrina over at Mindful Crafts and More, she had seen my video where I showed the stitch marker bags that I was making, and she was very inspired by the ones that I had been making. So she decided to go ahead and purchase 3 of them, and she told me to do a giveaway. So I guess she wants to share the inspiration with you all. Isn't that awesome? So it's not required that you subscribe to her channel, but it would be awesome if you would go over and check her out, because she does have a lot of good content. She is very inspirational in her makes and in her information that she shares and her ideas. So you definitely want to check her out. She also um, does a lot of different crafts: tatting, crochet, knitting, um, the macrame, and just so many different crafts. So you definitely want to check her out so that you can be inspired as well, but it's not a requirement for the giveaway. Now these are just some examples of the stitch marker bags that I was making. So the idea is that I will have a key ring on here. I don't have one attached just yet, but the idea is just that you can attach it either to your keys if you're on the go, or right onto your project bag, and then you can have your stitch markers in here. This could even go into your notions pouch, or wherever it is that you like to um, keep your stitch markers. You can keep them in here and then put it in your notions pouch or right into your project bag. Um, and they're great for on the go, but just basically they're great for finding your stitch markers, right? And knowing where they are. So, especially with all these gorgeous stitch markers that people are making these days, right? You definitely want to have a nice place to put them. So, that was my idea for making these bags. And now I get to share them in another giveaway with you all. So, thank you so much again, Katrina, for that. I really appreciate you. And I'm sure everyone who will be participating appreciates you as well. All right, so if you want to have the opportunity to win one of these bags, and I think I started to say that these are not necessarily the ones that I will be giving away. I just wanted to show you um, what they look like and what I was talking about. I do plan on making some more, and they are for sale. So if you would like to purchase some, they are only $5 each, and there is an additional cost for shipping. It depends on how many you want to order. Um, I can usually do $5 will cover um, three bags and probably up to 10 bags. So, but the starting cost for shipping is like $3 just for one, and it does go up with the number of bags that you order. You know, because they base it on weight. Okay. So if you would like to purchase a bag from me, you can always contact me via email. And my email is always in the description box below, so you can check it out there. And then I can let you know more details about all that when you email me, okay? So I will be making more. So when I come back to do the announcing the winner video, I'll show you exactly what I have so that the winners can pick out which one they would like. All right. So I am very excited about this giveaway, and let's see. I'm trying to think of what I want you guys to put in there. All right, but you do have to be a subscriber to this channel. This is a requirement, a public subscriber. Now, I have noticed that some of you all are not public subscribers, and I understand that you are concerned about your privacy, so that is perfectly fine. If you have what is called a top commenter icon next to your name, and I'm the only one who can see that because I have, when you leave a comment, it goes into the YouTube studio, and next to your name, there will be a purple heart. So if you have a purple heart next to your name, or if you are a public subscriber, then you qualify for um, winning one of these. And that is going to be for US only, because shipping costs outside of the US is probably not going to be, um, it'll be more than what the prize is worth, is what I'm trying to say. So these are going to be for US only, so I do apologize about that. But if you are publicly subscribed or a top commenter, so let me see, how can I say that? Yes, if you are publicly subscribed or a top commenter, you are eligible to win one of these. Also, you must be 18 years or older. You must give this video a thumbs up. You need to know that YouTube is not affiliated with this giveaway. These items will be coming from me. I think that's pretty much it. Now, since there are a lot of things going on, this is a very busy time for a lot of you as the year is wrapping up. So I am going to go ahead and let this run for until the end of the year. So you will have until December 31st to enter in for the giveaway. And then on the probably the second, I'll come back and do the announcement video and share with you who the winners are for the giveaway. Okay. Now, yes, the top commenter thing. I just wanted to say that if you comment on the majority of my videos, you have a purple heart. So that is how you know. Like if you come pretty much to almost all of my videos, or just a very, very good number of them, especially if you have been a long time subscriber, you more than likely have a purple heart next to your name. And other than that, you do need to be a public subscriber so that I know that you are subscribed to this channel, because this is a um, giveaway, and I am expecting to get, I want to share with someone who is a part of the channel, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And yes, being a public subscriber is really the only way that I know. But if you do have a purple heart next to your name, that means you're interactive on this channel, and then I know that you definitely are a part of the channel. All right, so that is what I'm trying to say. So it's just another option if you don't want to be a public, don't want your subscriptions to be public. So if you would like to win one of the bags, remember to leave a mini bag in your comment below, and that way I know you want to be entered in to win one of these awesome stitch marker bags. All right, so that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys. Please let me know what you think of my coat for my winter hop project. Let me know if you were inspired and if you have made anything especially for the winter to help you keep warm or anything else like that. And that's pretty much it. So I want to thank Kim again for putting together this hop, and I want to thank all of you for coming by for each season and sharing in the inspiration with me and the fun. All right, so thank you so much to everyone who is watching. Again, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one.